So let's try throwing it. That is a feather. Hey there everyone, Dan here from the Diamond Minecart, and welcome to another Minecraft mod review, where today I'm going to be showcasing the Death Scythe mod, which adds in all kinds of weapons and items into your Minecraft world that allow you to harness the power of the Grim Reaper. So this mod also introduced new mobs and a way to visit heaven and the angels above, which we will get to later on. Now this mod is actually only a 1.5.2 at the minute, and I do know that 1.6.1 came out today, which is really exciting, but there's no mods out for it yet, unfortunately. But hopefully we will have some 1.6 action tomorrow. So anyway, I have a special little companion with me today. To the right of me is my beautiful little skeleton dog. This is Grim. Say hello to Grim, everyone. He has no skin, no organs, but he is very much alive. He is beautiful. He is not actually part of this mod. This is just something I put together to help me out with the mobs and just general company when I'm in these new worlds. And I'm actually in a shadow biome as well. This is one of the 2 new biomes in this mod. This one is called the shadow biome, I think, and the other one is called Frozen Death, which we'll get to later on, hopefully. And yeah, this has just got like a purple sky. When you walk out, the purple sky will disappear and spawns Enderman and some of the new mobs, which we'll get to later on. So yeah, this is really cool. And it's got mycelium as the floor too, which is from the mushroom biome. So me and Grim are going to check out some of this mod. There's a lot to get through, so let's do it. First up here on the left, we've got Holy Ore and Unholy Ore, which are the 2 new ores demonstrated in this mod. So the one on the left is kind of like diamond and white, and the one on the right is kind of like coal and purple, and you will find these at the deepest, darkest depths of your world where diamond lives. And when you mine them with I think you can do it with iron, but you can definitely do it with diamond, you will get an unholy shard if you mine this one, and a holy shard if you mine this one. So those are needed for later on. And now we can move on to some key recipes, which are pretty much the basis for the whole mod, so you can craft pretty much everything. So in here, you're going to need a soul, and you're also going to need a shady pearl. Now on the left, to create a soul, you can actually get them as drops from mobs, the old mobs and the new mobs in this mod as well, which is really cool. Or you can just go ahead and slap some soul sand into a furnace, which is cool. So if you cook a soul sand, you'll get a soul, and if you cook an ender pearl, you also get a shady pearl. Now if you take 2 of these ingredients, or both of them, and combine them like this, so if you get 8 souls and 1 shady pearl, you will get 1 soul pearl. And you're way excited right now to see him jump right over. He's going for a swim, the beautiful guy. So yeah, as I was saying, you can make a soul pearl, which is used for some of the armors and some of the weapons later on if you take 8 souls and put them around a shady pearls. So also with your shards that we talked about earlier, you can get 4 of each, and you can create a holy crystal with the holy shards and an unholy one with the unholy shards. So those are going to be used for later on as well. And over here we have a converter. Now this is used to combine the items that we've just talked about. So we're going to need 5 wooden planks for this, a torch, and 2 glass bottles. So fairly easy to craft, which is awesome. And when you right click it, it looks like this. It's kind of like a pretty log with a little tablecloth on top. So if you right click it, we'll get this, which is like 2 water bottles, and you're going to need a soul pearl from earlier, as well as a unholy shard, and there's also a recipe with the holy shard as well. So if we take this, take the soul pearl and put it in the left hand side, and then take the crystal shard and put it on the right, it will disappear, and then this little gauge will start to go up. So we'll wait for this to come up, and then it will create something brand new, which allows you to create even better armor and even more powerful weapons, which is awesome. So if we take all these and just wait, it's halfway up. I don't know what this graphic is about. I think it's a little bit glitched, but anyway, yeah, here we go. It's almost finished. And we have, as the result, an unholy soul pearl. Now, if we do this with the same, you will lose both these items, unfortunately, but these are so worth it. You get some really awesome arms and really awesome kind of weapons with this. You get the much stronger stuff. So we're going to leave that in there for now. So over here, we have all the items in the mod. We've got some armor. There's 2 sets, as you would imagine, which is the God Crown or the God set, and then we've got the Grim Reaper set. So let's bring this down here. And this is crafted by using the Holy Soul Pearls, which should be done over here now. There we go. Holy soul pearls, so they're pretty expensive actually. You're going to need a lot of souls to make the soul pearls in the first place, and then a lot of shards to make all of these. So you're going to need to make them as normal as you normally would with armor. So if we go through these are all like the normal recipes, just with the holy soul pearls, and these ones will be with the Grim Reaper stuff. So we get the unholy soul pearls and put them in the normal crafting recipes. So let's apply these, and oh my god, I was not aware that it looked like this. Look at this. This is amazing. Wow, I've got a little crown going on. Wow, I look beautiful in that. So yeah, let's take this off and go for the dark side. If you want to be good, then go for that. But if you want to be evil, then go for this. Now, I have a thing for evil looking stuff, and this better look sweet. Oh, yes, look at that. We are the Grim Reaper. Look at, oh my god, it looks beautiful. So this is the Grim Reaper outfit and the Holy outfit. They both look sweet and give you a lot of armor as well. So that's cool. And we'll move on to some of the scythes. Come on, Grim, get off of this, please. Come on, over here, over here, over here. There we go. Good dog. Good doggy. Good doggy. So we've got some scythes over here, which are the best part of the mod, I think. Well, actually, there's some really awesome stuff in here, but the scythes are what you came for. So here we go. We start on the left with the Death Scythe. Now, this one will require 3 soul pearls and 2 sticks to create it, and this one is a bit of a bug, so just ignore this one. The top one, 3 soul pearls and 2 sticks will give you the Death Scythe. Now this is as strong as an iron sword and is actually unbreakable, so its durability is basically like an iron sword that never breaks, which is awesome. But the price you have to pay for that is that it's not enchantable. But check out these amazing models for this. I look like an absolute boss, and so will you if you install this mod. Looks absolutely amazing. What do you think, Grim? Yeah, I thought so. It does look pretty cool. So it doesn't look like this when you throw it on the ground, unfortunately. When you're holding it in your hand, it looks really awesome, and they all have unique textures and models too. So let's move on to some of the other ones. Now, on the right here, we have the Unholy Scythe. Now, this is going to take unholy crystals, which we used by putting 4 unholy shards together. And then you put a Death Scythe in the middle, so you're going to have to craft the Death Scythe first. And this one is much stronger than a diamond sword, is unbreakable, but is not enchantable and very hard to craft, as we've already seen. So that is pretty cool. Better than diamond, so it's definitely worth it if you can try to get it. So up next we have the Holy Scythe, and to craft this you're going to need holy crystals rather than the unholy ones, and a Death Scythe in the middle. And this one is also exactly the same as the Unholy Scythe, but this one actually gets Enchantment Fire 2 and Knockback 2 as well when crafted. So this will have 2 built-in abilities right now, which is awesome. I didn't craft this, so it's not showing up, but you will get Fire 2 and Knockback 2, which is really awesome. So up next is the Zombie Hunting Scythe, which sounds amazing. And you're going to need 4 rotten flesh, 4 bones, and a Death Scythe to create it. And this is as strong as iron and unbreakable, but when crafted, it will give you Smite 4, so very powerful, and also looks pretty sweet. So I'm just going to put this in my hand as well. It's got a bit of orange and green going on, very nice, and you can use those to slay zombies to the max. So up next, what have we got? We've got the Throwable Scythe, which takes 2 grindstones. Now the grindstones are crafted by taking 6 iron ingots and a stone like this. You need 2 of those, and you also need 6 feathers and a normal Death Scythe. So it looks like you're going to need the Death Scythe for pretty much every single scythe, so you need to craft that first and then kind of upgrade it into a next recipe. So this does very high damage, and it also can be thrown and drops on the ground after hitting something. So let's try this. It doesn't actually deal normal hit damage either, and it's not enchantable. So if you hit something with this, it's not going to do any damage whatsoever. So let's try throwing it. That is a feather. Oh yes, look at that. Look at that, that's beautiful. So it actually acts like a feather on the way out for some reason. That might just be a bug or something that hasn't been updated yet. But because I'm in creative mode, it's not throwing it. But as you can see, they will fall onto the ground, and I'm going to pick them all up, aren't I? Yep, I thought so. So yeah, right click to throw this thing, and it will be on the ground over there for you to pick up later on. So that is cool, and it's getting pretty dark, Grim. Let's just change it to 0, and we will be on to our next scythe, which I believe is the Thunder Scythe. Now for this, you are going to need 4 holy crystals, 4 Ghastirs, so you're going to need to go and slay some of those in the nether, and a Death Scythe as well. Now this doesn't do any damage normally when you hit something, but it does spawn lightning on a right click, and is also unbreakable. So you're also going to need actually a Unholy Shard to charge this. So this kind of works as your ammo, and if you hold the scythe in your hand, which looks sweet by the way, it's kind of like got the old blue ice going on. If you hold right click, it will kind of pull back like a bow and then fire out a fire charge, and wherever the fire charge lands, it will zap lightning to the ground. So let's do this. And there you go. It's like 3 bolts of lightning as well. That's incredible. It'll create a little bit of fire, but we'll just put that out. So you do need to have a Unholy Shard. As you saw, it did consume the Holy Shard, so you need that to work, but it is very, very cool. So moving on, we are going to have the Vampiric Scythe next. So you're going to need blood for this, and this is dropped by one of the mobs later on, so I'll show you that later. And you're also going to need 4 Unholy Crystals and a Death Scythe. And this will actually leech blood from mobs, which sounds gross, but what that basically means is you get hearts back for damaging mobs. So that's really cool, and it's unbreakable as well, so that is really cool. And you don't hit with it to get your hearts back, you right click, so that is really cool. And now on to the Harvester Scythe, which needs it needs 5 leather and 3 wheat and a Death Scythe to craft. Now this increases drops of the animals that it kills and increases drops of crops destroyed with it. So it's kind of like a really useful hoe, and you just use it against animals and stuff like cows, pigs, you know the drill. And you can use it against wheat and stuff. It doesn't do damage to normal mobs, so don't go swinging this around at any zombies or anything, so it won't do anything, but it looks cool. It's all golden and stuff, and it's really handy for farming as it increases all your seeds and all your wheat drops and that. So one special scythe that we've got here is the Skake. So this one is a bit weird. You're going to need 8 cakes and a throwable scythe in the middle. So make note, this isn't a death scythe, it's a throwable scythe, and you get the cake. So it doesn't look like a cake like that. It's got kind of like a cakey texture though, so that looks awesome. You got like the icing on the top there, which looks sweet. It's actually eatable and throwable apparently, so there we go. Oh my god, I can throw cakes wherever I want and destroy the world. But yeah, this is just a scythe made out of cake. What else is there to say? So now we can move on to, actually I've got halos up next, but I don't really want to use them just yet, but they are really awesome. So I'm just going to go over some mobs, and I am going to use, what shall I use? I'm just going to use the Death Scythe for this, because we want to use some pretty cool weapons. So let's do this, Grim. We've got some new mobs. Some of them spawn here, some of them spawn in the frozen death biome, and we'll be able to tell which ones these are. So there's death, there is, oh my god, these are sounding grim. We've got the zombie reaper, we've got the ghost, we also have the creeper, the frozen, and I'm going to save these for later as well. So we've got death, here we go. Oh my god, he's looking beautiful. He's got 20 health, and shall I go into game mode 0? Right, let me get some of this armor on, and then I'll go into game mode 0 and see how these bad boys fight, and hopefully they Grim will help us out here. So where's Grim? And here's the Reaper. Oh, he's after me. He's really fast. Look at that. Grim is after him though. You shouldn't be tag teaming with him. What's wrong with you? Take him out. Take him out. Go on, Grim. Take him out. Take him out. Let's do this. Oh, this is beautiful. So death is dead, and yeah, that's death basically. He's kind of like a normal zombie, but he appears in this biome. So up next we have the zombie Reaper. So he is like a normal zombie, but he's got a massive Reaper thing, exactly the same as ours, and he's got 25 health, and he's a bit faster than a zombie. So let's take this guy out. He's looking awesome. Go on, Grim, do it for us. You can save us, save the world. He's not actually, oh yeah, there we go. You actually, go on, bite him. Bite him. There we go. And he actually drops grindstone, which is interesting. So if you haven't got the stuff to craft it like we saw earlier, just go and kill some of your zombie friends, or the ones with the scythes anyway. So up next is a ghost. This is actually from the other biome, the frozen death biome, and it's pretty much just a frozen blaze. Oh my god, but way faster, and they have 40 health. Damn, help me out. Help me out. Grim, help me out. Damn it. Oh my god, these are really fast. Wow, he's actually destroying me right now. He doesn't seem to spew out fire. He just kind of like really fast and will sneak up on you. And good job, Grim. Thanks. I could not have done that without him. He actually drops 2 shards. That is really worth it, though. If you want to try and find these, and you're not finding these in, like, your normal mining, you're going to be able to get both unholy and holy shards from him, so it's definitely worth the fight. So up next is the Creeper, and oh god, here's the dead version of the Creeper. So here he is. He's really fast, though. Look, he's got... My god, he's really fast. No, don't do it! No! No, don't do it, Grim, no! Please don't do this to me. Don't leave me here alone. He's really... Look, even the wolf can't keep up with him. No. Oh, you're actually biting him. Good boy, Grim. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, Grim, you did a good job there. My god, that was beautiful. Usually doesn't go over to creepers, but the dead ones, sure, why not? So up next is the frozen, and this is another one from the frozen death biome. And it's basically a zombie all kind of frozen over with an axe, has 20 health, and is also a bit faster than a normal zombie. So get him, Grim. Go on, let's see what he drops. Get him, bite his butt. Go on, bite him. Please bite him. Okay, I'll finish him off then. So what you get from here is a frozen soul. Now, I think you can just use these as normal souls, or you put them in a furnace, and they'll turn into normal souls, so definitely worth trying out. Now, I'm going to go back into game mode 1, and I'm not going to spawn those other mobs in. Actually, I am. I'm going to spawn one more. So let me just shove, not that. Let me just shove all this back in. There's actually a spawn egg for the Ender Dragon in here. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because that would be silly. But we have an angel, which we're actually going to meet later on, so I'm not going to spawn that in yet. And we also have a thing called the Ender Kid. Now, this is like a mini version of the Enderman. And look how beautiful he is. My god, this is one of my favorite mobs. And apparently, he dies really easy to water. So let's grab some of that. And he's teleported. He's gone. He's gone. Where is he? Grim, find him. Find him for me. Okay, here's one. So we just put water on him, and he will die pretty much instantly. That's awesome. So yeah, really weak too. Oh, he had a little bath there. Do you see that? That was amazing. Amazing. I love this dog. He's beautiful. So yeah, they will die pretty easy to water. So if you're out in night, obviously he teleported them before he died, but they only have 20 health. And yeah, that is the Ender Kid. Now we're going to look at the halos. Or are we? No, we're not. We're going to look at dragons first. There's actually dragons in this mod. How incredible is that? It's awesome. And they're actually taken from the Rideable Dragons mod, which I've not covered before. So this is going to be interesting. And you can get two versions. You can get this one, which needs the Sacred Halo and 2 Nether Stars. We'll look at the halos in a minute. And this other one, which requires the Corrupted Halo. So there's like a good and a bad one. We're going to spawn them both in. This one is, oh god, a Reaper. No, please don't do this to me. So here is the Sacred Dragon. And this one looks cool. He's kind of like turquoise. They have their own health, and you can actually ride these things. So let's go and grab ourselves a saddle, and you can tame them with bones, you can feed them with meat, and we'll saddle this bad boy up and sit on him. So we are sitting on him right now. How cute is that? And we're just going to tell Grim to stay here. No, I am stuck in the floor. And tell Grim to stay here so he doesn't try and follow us into the air. But you can actually ride these things. If you press up, if you press space, he will fly, and this animation is just slick and amazing. Look at that. I look amazing right now on this dragon. I never thought I'd be able to do this in Minecraft, but it's like the Ender Dragon with a different skin. So you can fly around like this with the W, A, S, and D keys. Space is to go up, and shift is to go down. So we're just going to land this bad boy, and then get the other one out, which is the kind of like the zombie dragon. Now, this one is very cool. So if I spawn this guy in and saddle him up, he's kind of like an undead ender dragon. He's called the Death Dragon. He looks so cool, and we're going to ride this guy just to show how he works and show him in midair because he looks sweet. I think this is my favorite one for the mod. But yeah, really cool stuff. So let's take off this, let's get off this dragon, and then we can go ahead and, oh, what's going on here? So now we're actually going to look at some halos, which are the last part of this mod, and we're going to visit heaven and the angels within. And oh my god, please stop. Okay, he's just conversing. It's okay. Come on, Grim, you can follow us. So we're going to look at some halos now, and on the left we've got the Corrupted Halo, which takes a whole set of the black armor or the unholy armor, some unholy crystals, and a ghast here as well. And this one will do the same, but kind of the opposite. So it'll take holy crystals and then the god set of armor. So you need an extra set of armor to craft these, and the Corrupted Halo will actually give you fire resistance and some speed. So this is definitely worth crafting and looks pretty sweet while you are the Grim Reaper, and you've got all of this fire resistance and speed. But if we take this out and then apply the Sacred Halo, this is where stuff gets interesting. So the buffs disappear. You can actually fly. I am not double tapping right now. I'll even go into game mode 0 just to show you that I'm not doing this myself. We'll go up to heaven, and as you can see in the distance there are some heavenly beasts. So we're going to tell Grim to sit so he doesn't try and follow us. You can watch us for the ground, little boy, and we can go up. So all you do is hold space and you will fly to the sky. This is beautiful. So what you can actually do is you could just build cobblestone all the way up to here, but it's very, very high up, so I would not recommend it. So what this unholy, on the Sacred Halo, sorry, will give you is resistance and flying. So if you drop from here all the way to the ground, you won't actually die, so don't worry about that. And then you've got these, which are kind of like the second set of clouds in Minecraft. So things will change to a nice bright color. And you've also got these clouds, which you can stand on, unlike normal Minecraft clouds. You can stand on them like this. Really cool. But over here is a heavenly castle. So these are usually pretty rare, but I've seemed to have found one, which is cool. So let's go over to here, and inside will be some angels. Now, for now, heaven isn't really fully developed, so this mod is always updating. Hopefully, when it gets to 1.6, we'll be able to see some new stuff. But in here are some angels, which look really kind of evil, but they look awesome. I love this bit at the bottom. But if you right click, they will trade you emeralds. They're kind of like normal villagers, but they will trade you for the stuff from this mod. So that 1 emerald will get you 1 unholy soul pearl. Now this is usually very expensive, but just 1 emerald will get you one of these if you've already got the ability to get to heaven. So it's really cool to trade with these guys. And that's pretty much all that's here at the moment. And if we drop to the ground, we won't actually die, which is cool. So I don't know how far up we are. Look how far up we are. Wow. But as you can see, we can fly. You can just use it to generally fly. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what this mod has to offer. I'm very lost right now. There we are. And if you like what you see and want to play it for yourself, then please do head to the description below, where you'll find a link to download this mod. Also, if you happen to be new to the channel, then please do subscribe for daily Minecraft videos. And if you did enjoy the video, a like would be greatly appreciated. You can also now catch me on my Twitter and Facebook accounts in the description below too, which would be cool if you could go and follow and like those. Be really sweet. And from me and the Grim Reaper, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Grim. Goodbye.